Mr. Stearns.
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
Clerk will report the amendment.
This is the amendment dealing with the $250 million fix.
Mr. Chairman.
Gentle lady.
Reserving a point of order.
A point of order is reserved by the gentlelady from Colorado.
Chairman, we're waiting for copies.
Okay. I think the amendment's coming as we speak.
Amendment in the nature of a substitute.
Mr. Chairman, just dispense with the reading.
Offered by Mr. Stearns.
Go ahead and read it so we can just verify the...
Strike all after the enacting clause and insert the following. Section 1, additional coupons. A, amendment.
Without objection, the amendment will be considered as read, and the gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I intend to withdraw this amendment, and this is really something that was going to be discussed more fully in the markup on the DTV transition markup that you had scheduled, and you had postponed. Obviously, your staff spent many, many hours perhaps preparing for that markup that we were supposed to have yesterday, and obviously our staff did the same thing, and we'd worked out amendments. We were sort of a little bit schizophrenic about it because you postponed it. We were ready. On the other hand, we're glad that you delayed that because we didn't agree with you, and this amendment is basically authorizing $250 million for the coupon program, allowing the NTIA to use first-class mail to get coupons to consumers faster, and extending the FCC's authority to auction spectrum another year to 2012. The coupon program is not out of money, and we'd like to convince you that this is true, that a simple fix can be had here. Only half of the $1.5 billion in the coupon program has been spent on redeemed coupons. The other half remains in circulation, which is why there is a waiting list. The coupons expire 90 days after issued, if not used, and about 300,000 coupons expire every week, and the recovered funding is used to send more coupons. So, my colleagues, this amendment would enable the NTIA to immediately resume distributing additional coupons off the waiting list even before active coupons expire. This amendment is based on a suggestion by the Commerce Secretary. I have here a letter that he sent on January 14th to Ranking Member Barton. A similar letter was sent to you, Mr. Chairman, among others, you'll recall. And much of the $250 million authorized could come back from expired coupons at the end of the program. So simply extending the FCC's auction authority would also raise additional money that would offset some of the cost. So we feel that in light of your postponement of the markup yesterday, that you'll take full consideration of the dialogue that I have today, and perhaps you might want to comment on this amendment before I withdraw it, realizing that as the Department of Secretary said in his January 14th letter, we can solve this without a delay. Providing this $250 million fix immediately would solve the problem, and then all the additional cost and expense that the companies who advertised, who provided announcements, leased out equipment to start the installation, as well as the maintenance people to make this transition, is all in place, and with a simple $250 million of authorization of funds, as pointed out by the Secretary of Commerce's letter, we would solve the problem, and obviously we would not have to go to a markup, which would make your time much more useful, and you would not need to continuance of that markup. And so with the balance of time, I'd be glad to have a colloquy with you to perhaps maybe you would consider this amendment in light of the fact I'm going to withdraw it as a possibility of solving the problem.
If the gentleman would yield to me, I thank you for offering this amendment. I certainly want to give it full consideration and talk to you and other members further about what we need to do and what we'll be able to do to deal with the looming problem of the deadline for a transition for the television set. So I'll be pleased to continue to work with you on it.
And I thank Mr. Chairman. With that, unless anyone else wishes to speak on this, I would ask unanimous consent to withdraw the amendment.
Without objection, the amendment's withdrawn.